Hey guys, welcome to episode number 105 of OG Toys Emoji. Today, we're going to take a look at some of the new Marvel vs. Capcom 3, The Fate of Two World Minimates. Now, today we're taking a look at Captain America vs. Ryu. Now, this set is available at your local Toys R Us store and comic book shops. You can get them at either place. It's not one of the exclusives like Akuma and MODOK or Thor and Amaterasu. Now, these guys are definitely well worth hunting down. I've been collecting Minimates for many years, and this is the first time I've had an opportunity to collect a Ryu Minimate. Now, he was available, I'd say probably close to 7-8 years ago, in a separate set that had a mix of Street Fighter and some Dark Stalker figures. Unfortunately, I never got any of those figures. I just wasn't a huge fan of Minimates, I guess, back then, to the extreme I am now, and missed the boat on that one. But I'm glad I waited, because this is an awesome version, and it's probably way better than that one from about 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. So without further ado, let's take a look at Ryu. Now, Ryu does include his fireball here, very similar to the one Akuma had in the previous review in episode 104. You take a look. This is Akuma's. Exact same, just a different color, different paint, different material that it's sculpted out of. But still, same kind of effect. You can put that on Ryu's hand and pretend he's shooting out his fireball. So that's kind of cool. And the figure itself is quite well done. They do include these bases. So it's a clear, transparent base. You can use that to display your figures, which I greatly appreciate. Wish I had about 100 more of these. But the figure itself is quite cool. He does have all the accents that really resemble Ryu. He's got the white gi, the black belt. He's got the headband, of course, and the red gloves. Now, the figure does have some pretty decent articulation for a block-size figure, and he does have the ball-jointed head. He has a ball joint at the arm, a pin at the elbow, 360 on the wrist, 360 on the waist. He does have a ball joint at the leg, a pin at the knee, and 360 on the ankle. So it's cool to see that. Plus, the characterization, they're very simplistic Minimates. They're not super detailed, but for what they have, they do a phenomenal job with. I really like the way they stylize these guys. You can check out his face, and of course the hairpiece is removable, so you can get a better look and better detailed Ryu figure. If you want, you can totally scrap the hairpiece, and heck, he can be a brand new character. He can be someone else entirely. That's the awesome thing about Minimates, the customizable features on these characters. Love the way you can do that. Plus, another neat little feature, you can pop off the character's head, and you can remove the gi, and he does have, a printed chest piece with some muscle definition, which is nice to see. You can definitely do a different kind of a Ryu, a bare-chested Ryu if you wanted to, or make a brand new character with some mix and match parts from your other Minimates from your collection. Either way, it's an awesome looking figure. I'm so psyched to have this guy in my collection and to build up my Street Fighter universe of characters. Now, unfortunately, this, like I said in my last video, this is the last and final wave of Marvel vs. Capcom 3 figures. They are going to be introducing Street Fighter vs. Tekken, and that's going to be coming out in September, and I'm totally pumped for that. I can't wait to see King. If you guys know who Tekken, what Tekken is, and if you play Street Fighter vs. Capcom game, you know who King is. He's that awesome, it's more like a Jaguar, armored up character that looks just awesome, and I'm so psyched to finally get a Ken figure. He'll be releasing that first wave as well. So Ryu, definite thumbs up. Now, Captain America. I have a crap load of Captain America figures. And you know what? One more figure doesn't hurt, because I just love the way they're done. They do a phenomenal job on these guys, and it's cool. We got another hairpiece. The figure does come with the blonde hairpiece. You can have his mask in one hand, the shield in the other. He doesn't come with anything to support his shield on his back, which some of the other Minimate caps do. Not a huge deal. It's not, crucial. But the figure is really well designed. He has great attention to detail, great printed work on his legs, his chest to show some muscle and definition. He does have the shield that is attachable to his wrist with this new kind of peg. They've introduced it in a couple other Captain America figures. I think it's actually quite well. It works good because there was another one that just had a ring that clipped in where the glove would attach to the arm, and sometimes it just didn't function as well as it should have. But this works fantastic. The shield itself, you know, he's got your true colors on there, red, white, and blue. You got the little hole to attach to his wrist, and it's just perfectly done. Now, the mask. What I love about these Minimates, I love having them with their masks off, having their mask in their hands. It's cool to have that, you know, playability where you can swap up the looks of the character. We'll just pop off the hairpiece, and we'll put the mask on Captain America. There you go. Looks pretty darn cool. They did a great job capturing Cap on this. One of the things that sets it apart from some of the other Captain Americas, well, not much, honestly. What's cool about this one, and like they do slight variations on all the different Captain Americas. This one does have the brown belt. Sometimes you'll get them with this traditional, you know, the black belt with the little loops on it. Sometimes you'll get a Captain America that has the sort of like a sling to go over his shoulders for the shield. Or sometimes you get a Captain America without so much black or with a different shade of blue. So there is a running variant, at least throughout most of the Captain Americas. They don't look identical. There are some that, man, you swear that figure just came out in the last series. But I'm okay because Cap's one of my favorite characters, and I just love having to have, you know, a brand new Captain America. It seems like almost every couple months we get a new mini figure of Cap. Of course, articulation is just the same as Ryu. You can get him in some awesome poses, and it just looks great. One thing that's cool, I had one of the stands from one of the other sets, and I thought this was a neat little thing to do. Throughout the game, Marvel's Capcom 3, you know, Cap is definitely one of my favorite characters to use because he's so kick-ass. You can do some awesome combos, you know, like Final Justice or just some regular combos. And, you know, you can get that shield up in the air and you can pretend that he's doing his final combo or whatever you want. It's kind of cool. And plus, you know, it's neat to have a Cap, you know, jumping up in the air or whatever you want. It's a cool pose. You can get him into some neat positions with that. And I love the fact that they're switching up some of the bases. Not every single figure is going to have this display base, but at least they got something to prop the figures up, which is great. So there you go, guys. This is a pretty cool set. Definitely a must-have for Ryu. Like me, you have a crap load of Caps. It's okay because, you know, they got Cap. It would have been nice to see another character from the Marvel versus Capcom universe. But these two guys are must-haves for me. One of the best sets that's out. Is it? Pretty darn close. The Akuma one and MODOK is definitely very unique, and both have some amazing elements. We got a couple more figures to review from the set. We got Thor in, I believe I'm pronouncing this right, Amarutsu. He's that crazy dog from that game. I can't remember what the game is called, but I hate using them in Marvel vs. Capcom. I never do. But the figure is pretty damn cool. And of course, we got Doctor Doom and Wesker. This is the first time I'm ever going to have a Doctor Doom figure, so I'm totally pumped for that. And Wesker, he's pretty cool. He's going to be awesome for customizing, and we'll see about that later on. Alright guys, that's it for this review. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.